Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89, One Division, Episode 7. It's interesting. Basically, this episode they are doing Modern Family. So it's like a mockumentary, and there's a big reveal, or the big reveal is that Agnes is Agatha Harkness. Now, I have no idea who that is. I didn't follow the comics, and I wonder who will know who that is. The comic people will, but what about the regular people like me who just watch the movies? Are we going to have any idea who this woman is? But basically, she's behind everything. So we are starting to see Wanda be portrayed in a more sympathetic way again, after sort of starting to look like the villain for a while. Basically, she's passed through the sort of angry grief sort of stage of losing Vision, and she is basically in depression, and she's stuck in the house, and they've got Agnes and Vision in a van for like half the episode, while Wanda's at home in her pyjamas, doing her best impression of Claire Dunphy, but she spends a bit too much time doing that, it's kind of boring, the first part of the episode. It takes a long time for anything to happen. It's really only the last 10 minutes or so that we see the reveal of Agnes being Agatha Harkness, or Harkness, I'm not sure what even her name is. But yeah, so it just reveals that she's behind it all, and it goes through and shows all the little things she's done and how she's behind it all and all that. It does feel like this episode is just kind of filler. It's just sort of putting the pieces in place for the final, because there's only 2 more episodes, and people aren't really enjoying it so much. It's just sort of like just what happens. Now, the good part is Monica Rambeau basically breaks into Westview or whatever it is, and it does seem to activate her powers. Her eyes go blue, which is apparently something that happened to her character in the comics, and she's going to eventually become a character called Spectra. Now I'm really confused now. I thought she was Captain Marvel, and I'm like, who is Spectra? I'm like, oh god, I still don't know. I'm just sort of hearing stuff, people saying stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I need to really research these characters, and I think this is a problem. If I'm having this much trouble, there must be other normies or people who just watch the Avenger films and the Marvel films and don't understand what the hell's happening. So this is part of my review. I don't actually have any idea what's happening, but it is good to see that her powers are coming through, and the suggestion that she's eventually going to become, I don't know who she's going to become, but I should have done more research before this so I don't sound stupid in the review, but the point is that you do have to do the research to understand what's happening. It's not really explained. So I hope I'm exemplifying this as being problematic by looking stupid. But yeah, so there's not a whole lot more to say. It's a dull episode until the end. A lot happens. We don't really get to see Sword do much. Did I say Sword? Shield. No, Shield. I got it right. Shield was the more complicated stuff. But yeah, I'm basically done. I just wanted to say, this big reveal happened that Agatha is Agnes, but who the hell knows who she is? I don't. I guess a lot of people do, because she's very important. But the good thing is, it's because I didn't like the idea of Wanda just being this evil person who selfishly was torturing all these people basically and creating this world just to exist with her ex because she couldn't handle losing him. I like the idea that someone else is exploiting her and creating this, and it's not just her being like that. So that's the good side, I guess, because I kind of liked Wanda just as much as anyone else, I guess, who watched the movies and that. So I'm glad that, because it started off with her, I was sort of assuming that she was not a volunteer in this, and then it looked like she was responsible for it all. And now it's clear that she isn't, and she's the victim to some level. So I'm just wondering where it's going to go. I mean, they've got 2 episodes left, And like I said, there's a lot of stuff that they seem to be taking for granted that most people are familiar with the comics. I think that's a bit of a mistake. And as much as people hate exposition for the normies and the non-fans, sometimes I think it's necessary. So, but yeah, that's just my little short review of the episode. I kind of like Modern Family, but I just the way I thought they were going to do something different. I thought they were going to make the I thought they were going to go more for dramas and move out of comedy as they got towards the end of the show, but it looks like they're sticking to that format and that world that has been created for Wanda, or she's partially created or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. A few episodes ago, I'm not even going to try and speculate anything that's going to happen or try and work out anything that's going to happen because I don't know enough about the comic world of the characters to really know what's happening. And I can't be the only one. But yep, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Yeah, is anyone else lost that's watching this? Yeah, because I kind of am. I mean, all you need to know is Agatha's the bad guy, I guess. But I know there's more to it that I don't know. And it's a little frustrating. So I'm going to have to go research the character or whatever. But thanks. Bye.